Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for watching. And now here's today's top stories.
Toyota is spending an extra $1.4 billion on U.S. manufacturing as it looks to ramp up its electric vehicle lineup while qualifying for tax credits. The new investments will fund the production of 3 battery-powered SUVs, all of which will be built at the automaker's Indiana factory. Toyota has now spent a total of $8 billion on the Princeton facility, which builds the Sienna, Lexus TX, Highlander, and Grand Highlander. It also employs more than 7,500 workers. Hyundai now plans to build hybrids at its Georgia facility, originally intended only for electric vehicle production. The move comes as hybrid sales skyrocketed during the first quarter, pushing multiple automakers to ramp up production in recent weeks. Hyundai has already allocated $5.5 billion towards the construction of the Bryan County plant, which is scheduled to open in late 2024. Despite carrying more affordable models than its rivals, the brand's EV share declined in early 2024. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is conducting a new investigation into Tesla's Autopilot driver assistance service over concerns that the company's previous update may have ignored key safety issues. In December, the EV maker recalled more than 2 million units to update the Autopilot platform after the agency determined the service led drivers to be more inattentive. The NHTSA now says it has identified evidence that Tesla's software fix left several problems unaddressed, potentially setting the stage for another recall in the near future. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Steve Greenfield of Automotive Ventures. He's breaking down why more Americans are dying in car crashes and what we can do about it.
CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV.
There was a great article this last week in the Financial Times with some speculation on why American roads are so much more dangerous than other countries. The key takeaway from the article? While the number of people killed in traffic collisions fell by almost 4% in 2023, the bad news is the mortality rate on U.S. roads is still 25% up from a decade earlier and 3 times the rate of the average developed country. To put all of this into perspective, there are over 42,000 traffic fatalities in the U.S. each year, and there are about 8,000 pedestrian deaths each year due to vehicles. There is some glimmer of hope in this data. While the total number of miles driven by Americans increased last year, and U.S. cars continue to grow larger, fatal collisions actually declined year over year. 63% of American drivers take trips of less than a mile, compared with just 16% in the UK. But even after adjusting for distance driven, US fatality rates remain double the developed world average. The main reasons American roads are so unsafe stem from how Americans drive, not how much they drive.
And you can watch this full interview right here at cbtnews.com. Well, that wraps up our show for today, but we do invite you right back here tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com. And remember, you can stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry by following us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And now you can find CBT News in over 70 million broadcasting households on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android, and iOS devices. Simply search CBT News in the App Store on your smart device to watch our programming wherever, whenever. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for watching. You have a good one.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.